been doing a lot of traveling this week. Nice enough hotel, clean, except for the dirty spoon. This is not a video about hotel rooms, but dirty spoon on the chair right as you walk in. Welcome home. Crumbs on the floor. Somebody's been shining their shoes over here on the TV cabinet, and really I could teach him a thing or two about door frame repair and maintenance, but big question, Jennifer, does the shower drain?
It does not.
Whoa, every time. It's more than she can take, Captain. It's more than she can take. Every time. Oh, my feet. My feet are touching the same water that's touching the nondescript goo what has been down that drain. And I haven't had the chance to work on some of the other videos that I have really been looking forward to. And since we're stuck out here on the road, I thought I would do something new. Just a little comment reading, a little back and forth. So Jennifer's got the notifications pulled up on her thing, and anything jump out at you, just I haven't read a lot of these comments, so I don't know what they are. Keep it family friendly.
There's an interesting comment from Vogel Services. He writes, or she writes, in 1973, some tough guys, and I think one or two tough gals, built your camper with American-sourced products. You are rebuilding it with American-sounding China-sourced products. My, how times have changed. Good job on the framing and the process as a whole. I have one question. What did you use for insulation inside the walls?
Insulation, foam insulation, Artec, 3/4 of an inch stiff styrofoam, and that's a wonderful comment. She's referring to the plywood sheeting that I used on the walls. The sheeting is called Patriot Wood, but it's made in China. And Vogel, that is a sign of the flippity-flip times indeed. And it reminds me of something that I see all the time in stores now. I consciously look for American-made products. But what I see on the shelves, and this gets me to the core, it says in big letters, made in USA, and then underneath, with global components, which is, it just irks me, because what that is, it's the CEOs and the big wigs and the bean counters of these big companies keep their finger on the pulse of what Americans want, and they know that there's a certain trend to buy American products. After sending out their surveys and their Q&As, they sense this from the people. So instead of truly moving jobs back to the United States and making things here, they have their lawyers read through the books and see what actually can pass as made in USA. And
From global components.
With global components. So they build the entire contraption in a slave shop in Asia somewhere, except that they don't insert assembly A into apparatus C until it gets to Oregon. Now, all of a sudden, it's made in USA, and you can feel good about it. You patriot, give us your money with global components. What a way to do business. How about pride? How about not trying to weasel your way into being able to say made in USA? Let's be straightforward and real with your consumer. Why don't you put in the big letters, made with global components in USA? I don't see you doing that. It's all the sneaky fine print disclaimer culture. You suits, you slimy suits, just so you can buy another yacht. You do this kind of thing. Next case. You knew that one was going to get to me, didn't you? You knew that was going to push my buttons.
Yeah.
Okay, what next?
This is a good comment from someone. I like your username.
How about one that's not going to make me angry?
I don't think this will. will. And by the way, this person's username, they should use it to... I'm inspired to make a bacon machine and name it from your username. Crispernator.
This Crispernator. How many easy payments?
Just one.
One easy payment?
One, and it will be affordable.
Limited time only?
Maybe. How do you know when the ribbon cable is in its correct position? I have to place my keyboard on my L650.
Oh, I don't know.
This video will save me $70 in labor. Wait,
we're
you need
talking
to help
about,
this person.
Yes, but the 3 or 4 people that are watching this video are thinking, I don't know, what's he talking about? They're talking about replacing a keyboard on a laptop computer. This is where things get really specific and where people really turn off the program. I think I lined up the ribbon cable by the terminals of the cable, trying to make it so when you plug the plug back in, they match the terminals on the board. But that's all I have to say about that.
Don't let Crispernator name.
I won't, and that is a wonderful name. The Crispernator is made in USA with global components.
Okay, here's STH West B, Southwest B. I knew you were a man. You are a man. I liked for many reasons, but the big reason is you think like I do about taking your shoes off.
This is the guy that told me why are my socks always on in my videos, and he accused me up front, accused me of having toenail fungus, and that maybe that's why I don't take my socks off in the videos.
No.
Which is a question I'm not going to answer, but on with the show.
Okay. Okay. So he does not wear shoes in the house either. And he said if people can only stop and imagine what's on the bottom of their shoes and they bring it in the house and then they're barefooted, they get all those germs and diseases on their feet, and it's worse once they get out of the shower. Their pores are open, it collects in the pore. It's a nightmare.
You are a footman.
Wait, me or
No,
Southwest
you're not
B?
Southwest B, you're a footman.
Okay.
I can tell, I can read the tea leaves.
I don't.
No, I always have taken my shoes off in the house, and you're right, hygienically is one reason, but it's also a philosophical thing. You leave the struggles and the conflict of the day outside, and when you step inside your domicile, it's a different place, and it's a time for calmness and a time to recharge for the next time you have to venture out.
Frisson Racing Road. Ah, Sears. If only you could have seen the future.
Sears. I want this to be lighthearted and happy comments. I hate Sears.
Okay.
Sears used to be a fine American retailer of quality products, and now it's just being sold off down the river piece by piece, starting with things like real estate. The stores are dilapidated. The customer service is horrendous. The guy that runs it is a hedge fund manager who has a business plan of, instead of cultivating business for the stores and having a business to be proud of, a business of selling products and serving customers, he thinks it's a bright idea to just sell assets like the stores. As a matter of fact, they just sold the Craftsman tool brand 2 days ago. Craftsman tools! It's just being sold. It's sold in the Sears and Black & Decker company. No, not Stanley Black & Decker company. Those were fine brands at one time. Now it's a conglomerate. Sears. What did the comment say about Sears? I digress.
Hold on. Ah, Sears. If only you could have seen the future.
Yeah. So short that thing. Don't though, because that's the key to the stock market, I think. Whatever you think is the most sensible move, like sensible guy, short Sears, you know, that thing down, they haven't made a profit in 10 years. You wait, the day that you short that thing or you buy a put option on it, next day, to the moon!
Thomas Bridges. Why didn't you take the vanity out and do the entire floor with the cement board the right way?
2 years ago, or 3 years ago, some years ago, I put tile in the floor of a bathroom, and it was a small bathroom, and that comment is referring to the fact that instead of laying the tile on the whole floor and then placing the vanity, I placed the vanity and then put tile around it and grouted around the tile. been some time. I think the reason I set the vanity first was because one, I had the vanity and I didn't have the tile yet, so convenience. And two, I thought that if I set the vanity first, I could shim it up and screw it just right, and then tile around it so there would be no seam where the vanity touched the floor. It would just be a nice grout line, so it would look nicer that way. Looking back, there are advantages to laying down the tile and then setting the vanity on top of it. If you do it that way, then you've got a sealed floor surface in case any water were to creep down underneath. But the vanity is particle board junk anyway. I don't think I did it the wrong way, but I think either way is fine. That question's been asked throughout the years with some frequency. Hope that answers it. Thank you.
Peter Metz, he wrote, build a two-stroke bike.
I want to. What I really think would be fun is to build a street-legal dual-sport two-stroke bike. That would be a lot of fun. Driving around, ring, ding, 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 ding. Highway median, no problem. That would be fun. Maybe in the future.
Our next comment is from JP Wipeout 99. I wonder if they were born in 99. I started high school in 99.
Yeah, I was an old man by 99.
Okay. I do like your daily videos. Hope you continue. The only thing I don't like on one of your recent vids was the truck ride to Lowe's. I do enough running around throughout the day. I don't want to watch it.
He's referring to a video where I fixed that nasty bungled up door frame, and I have about 30 seconds of footage of going to Lowe's, picking out some pieces.
He didn't like it.
And I did it just because I thought it would add some depth to the film. I thought it would be better than just a single camera angle and a one-take deal with one guy talking for however long it took. I
Maybe next time I'll go to Lowe's with you.
I appreciate the comment, and I'll think about it. I want to do what people like. It's a lot easier.
We want to hear it.
It's a lot easier not to film it, but I like it because there's also, and when you're thinking about a project, you also have to think about the time it will take going into town. So maybe if people are thinking about repairing their own door frame and they're calculating out minute by minute if they can do it before dinner time, maybe seeing the trip to Lowe's will be that light bulb moment to think, I also need to account for going into town.
Yes. Dragonetta writes, did you use the screws that came with the new doorknobs, or did you use longer screws that screw into the studs? Is she coming to break into our house?
How big of a pry bar does she need? Does she need to bring a chain? The deadbolt. When you buy a door lock set, you get short screws, 3/4 of an inch length screws, or maybe 1 inch length screws, for everything except the deadbolt strike, which comes with nice 2-inch screws, and that's what you're up against.
Aaron Hansen, a Kenai, writes, must have gotten a different truck. I thought you had an auto.
Good man, good eye.
Yes.
Yeah.
The interior in this is the same too.
Okay, I love the 5.9 Dodge. I think it's a great vehicle because this is a 12 valve 6BT Cummins engine. It's wonderful because there are no electronics. There is no emissions test on these trucks where I live, and probably in most states. Zombie apocalypse. This thing could haul bodies. It doesn't matter. They're easy to work on. And the only thing I did not like about the first truck I had, and yes, I did get another one, is the automatic transmission. That was, in my opinion, the weakest link, and I like a handshaker. They get better fuel economy, usually.
More fun to drive.
They're simpler. For me, they're just better suited. So yeah, I traded the extended cab auto for the regular cab stick, and I actually made a little money on the deal. I sold the white truck for a little more than I paid for this one. So good on you for recognizing that.
Skeleton Ghost writes, oh, he's glad that we're back. Are you restocked with some good potato chips?
No, I'll be honest. I'm just saying no.
No, we are out of potato chips.
Jennifer says no to potato chips.
I stopped eating potato chips, and I'll tell you why. I was blowing through a bag of Cape Cod potato chips. And about a bag a day. Maybe 3 bags in 2 days. It was...
A bag a day will keep you from floating away.
It was too much. I stopped buying them for me.
And I'm going along with it. I'm going with the flow.
The kind he ate, ugh. He had the waffle. Oh, the worst breath ever. I couldn't be around him.
Cheese? They were buffalo spicy cheddar cheese.
No, thank you.
I like the way they taste.
They smelled so bad when he ate them. We're getting too domestic here. Jessie Lynn, I like your new film editing style, and I love that you got your boy involved in the repair job.
That's my boy, and I love my boy, and I want to include him in things at an early age as much as is safe. I'm careful with the videos though, because
he wants to be on YouTube.
But he's 4, and the idea of consent and whether I want his image and likeness in cyberspace for all eternity is something that should be up to him. And I don't mind a little shot of him here and there, but I'm careful with him. It's out of respect for the boy. I think interest is wearing thin.
Okay, Gabe, to be honest, I'm not all that interested in your projects. The reason I watch your channel is simply because you're intelligent and you have a likable personality, more than many could ask for.
Thank you.
A guy like you will eventually reach the success you're seeking, but you're probably going to need to change a part of the equation first, whether it's investing in an applied education or training for skill and demand, or moving to somewhere where there's more opportunities or demand.
I have personal struggles with some of those things that you mentioned, and I'm trying to balance time spent with work versus time spent with family. So I think that's where we'll leave it today. I appreciate you reading those comments here, dear. So we'll try to bring this truck on home to safety and back to regularly scheduled programming. Thanks for watching.